Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about one of the most common misconceptions in manifestation, the idea that thoughts become things. Now, yes, this phrase is popular, it's easy to repeat, but it oversimplifies the truth and leaves people chasing thoughts instead of shifting into who they are. Now, you've had thousands of random thoughts today about groceries, old memories, worries, dreams, nonsense. If every thought became a thing, your reality would be chaos. Clearly, thoughts alone don't manifest. So, what does? Identity. Your thoughts are symptoms, not causes. They arise naturally out of the state you occupy, who you believe yourself to be. And your identity is what reality reflects back to you. Think about it. If you deeply identify as someone who is unworthy in relationships, what kind of thoughts naturally arise? Doubt, fear, stories of abandonment. But if you shift into the identity of someone who is loved, chosen, and secure, what thoughts arise then? Confidence, certainty, peace. See, the thoughts change on their own because the soil has changed. Neville Goddard called this states of consciousness, and the state is always primary. This is why battling thoughts doesn't work long term. You can try to suppress it, overwrite, or argue with them. But if you don't shift the identity behind them, they just keep coming back. Now, I want you to picture this. Imagine standing in front of a mirror. You frown, and the reflection frowns back. You smile, and the reflection smiles. Now, imagine yelling at the mirror, "Smile! Stop frowning! Why are you showing me this face?" That's what trying to fix the thoughts are like. You're arguing with the reflection. But if you simply relax and smile, the mirror reflects it instantly. That's what happens when you shift identity. The outer world isn't reflecting your random thoughts, it's reflecting the self those thoughts came from. This is a very key distinction that most people don't quite grasp. So this is where so many people get caught up. They affirm, script, visualize, trying to think better. And there's nothing wrong with techniques, but if you're doing them from the identity of lack, they reinforce the very state you're trying to escape. Repeating "I am loved" won't stick if deep down you still see yourself as unlovable. You're just layering words on top of a wound. But the moment you identify as someone who is love, the thoughts naturally align. You don't force them. They arise effortlessly because they're consistent with who you are being. Identity is upstream. Thoughts are downstream. So let's do a short exercise together. If you're listening while driving, just absorb the words. If you're able to close your eyes, do that now. Take a breath. Notice a thought that's been bothering you. Maybe doubt about money, fear about a relationship, insecurity about success. Now see it as just a passing cloud. That thought only belongs to the version of you who identifies with lack. Now zoom out. Imagine you're standing behind the thought. You're the one observing. You're the I am. From here, choose. Who are you? Not the thought, not the fear, but the one who already has. Feel into that. Let the thoughts adjust themselves. Let them realign with the identity you've stepped into. That's the power, not forcing thoughts, but shifting being. Now, here's something amazing. When you change identity, even the past changes. The same events look different. Think about a breakup you had years ago. Now, at the time, it might have felt devastating. But now, from who you are today, you might see it as a blessing, a turning point, even necessary. The facts didn't change, your identity did, and that new lens rewrote the meaning. So, this is why it's so powerful to stop identifying with the old stories. The moment you shift identity, even memory bends to match. So, let me leave you with this. Your thoughts aren't things, they don't create reality. Your identity, the state you live from, does. Shift the self, and the thoughts will follow. Shift the self, and the world will mirror it instantly. Stop chasing thoughts, stop battling the mind, return to the I am, the awareness behind it all. That's where freedom lives, and that's where fulfillment begins. And that's how you change everything without effort. So if you're ready to step into this awareness as I am, I have many options. A few options you can choose from. You can purchase my book, Unbound, Awakening Your True Nature. You can book a clarity call to inquire about one-on-one coaching, or I have my new course, Unbound Love, which is not just information, it's a self-paced course with very self-reflective questions that will shift your being into the one who is love. And all of those links are in the description below. Have an awesome day.